Ruthless is back. Sam and oh God, what's up with you? Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive.
Interested in promoting your brand, business, or talent on Hip Hop News Uncensored? Hit me up right now at advertise@hiphopun.com. That's advertise@hiphopun.com. Hit me ASAP. Very affordable rates. Now to our regularly scheduled program.
Man, just think what? Oh my goodness. Even when I think about how my uncles tell me stories and it be in my book, my documentary, of how Snoop Dogg should have been with Ruthless Records. Snoop Dogg was coming around pushing his demo with Warren G, who was close to Pops, who was close, knows my aunties, coming over there on Compton, on Mariel, off Greenleaf, and he was always pushing his homeboy from Long Beach. And now, that just made me just, oh my goodness, nigga, just to think if we would have had that, if that would have happened. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why Snoop got so much love and respect, regardless of that young ignorant shit, was going on, which was common shit that goes on in this shit. You spit at me, I'm gonna spit at you. You spit at me, I'm gonna spit back at you. But how Snoop was raised, man, Pops was everybody's, superhero, gangster superhero. You know what I mean? To every real nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Word. Did Snoop and your pop end on good terms?
To be honestly real, you feel what I'm saying? It is what it is as far as the spitting when we spit, but just to be honestly real, you feel what I mean? Like Pops didn't have, like, his hurt was that Dre was doing this, Dre left, you know what I mean? This is more hurt that I know that I can share with you guys that fuck with Pop, you know what I mean? That Dre did all that. You around the corner, nigga, you feel what I'm saying? And then when your moms kicked you out, that they didn't share in a story, in a movie so much, you know where Dre went? Around the corner to go sleep on my grandmother's floor. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. And the same thing my grandma say all the time. Just tell them I said hi. Do you remember me? Yeah, that's the same individual that when she put you out, you was living over there, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Just around the corner from Thorson, around the corner of the area. You staying over there. So, he just took you in like, you was a kid, a son. You feel what I'm saying? And then your Pops formed them something, man, beautiful. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? It was the help of you, and I don't knock that. As his son, I don't knock that. You feel what I'm saying? It was the help of Pops. Just, you couldn't have did it without me. I got the money. I got the idea. Nigga, get out of this sprinkly and earring shit, nigga. Let's put on this all black. You feel what I'm saying? Let's do all this, that, and the other. And I got the money to push it, and this, that, and the other. Anybody fuck with us, this is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But it was a union they had, bro. I ain't gonna knock that. It was a union they had to create some shit. DJ Yella as well. He was in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And Ren was just down the street around the corner. He's my Pop's little homie, you know what I'm saying? So they had some shit, bro. They had some, they had some special shit. So that was the main thing. As far as the Snoop, it was like, hey, y'all go keep sending this little homie at me. Whoop, whoop, I'm finna diss him too, and diss anything else that gotta go with it. And that's how it was. Because on the street level, individuals know how it was back then with Compton and Long Beach, and that's just the real. Back in that time, before our times, you know what I mean? It is what it is. For the ones that know, it is what it is. So it wasn't too much, pinpointed at Snoop. Even like I say, even my Pops even like dads at that time back then. You feel what I'm saying? Listen to most of the diss. It's more so it's like dads be your own man. Why? Because you the shit. You good, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be a follower. Stay off the next man nuts. I know the lyrics like it's what I mean, like ABCs. But other than that, to give you 100% thing, Pops didn't have like no real vendetta at Snoop. But I couldn't sit there and say that they seen peace before then. But Snoop got a lot of respect, shows a lot of respect, and I appreciate it. You feel what I'm saying? My family love it that he shows for me.
Wow.
Did you I know you were talking about wanting to speak to Dr. Dre. Did you ever have that conversation with him to ask him questions that you wanted to know?
I seen Dr. Dre. Every time I see Dre, it's always like, his house. We chill. We did Coachella. I think last time I seen him was Coachella. We did Coachella when I got out. So he's spending that birthday in jail. Cube sends his security to come get me. I'm just sorry I didn't jump to this story real quick, but I gotta share it. Cube sends his security come get me, and with my cousin Playboy T, Yella's cousin as well. So we all went and we met at a studio. And so as we chilling, I pull up. Of course, I see Dub, my OG. That's we always solid. And then I see one of Game's representatives. So I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? You know what I mean? So and it's funny because Dub is like, man, I'm happy this nigga, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, you know what I mean, got you involved. So I'm like, I don't know nothing. So next thing you know, Dre pulls up. Dre pulls up. Kendrick, first it's supposed to be Kendrick people, but no, it's Dre pops out of this big ass, you know what I'm saying, family thing. And I'm like, whoa, what y'all got going on? So I go in, I got my phone out, I got the motherfucker right here. They close the doors. I'm like, man, let me just take this picture of all these niggas. It's Dre, Ren, Q, and Yella. So I'm gonna get ready to take the picture of them. And so Q was like, and then I'm just want everybody to know, please, no cameras. So, you know, I put mine down. Like, okay, is he talking about me? Like, okay, he ain't tripping. Started recording these niggas. I think I got them too. I got the pictures on my old phone. So I record them. These niggas rehearsing. So I'm like, oh, cool, wow. Don't know nothing still. They're like, okay, we gonna do this, yada, 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 yada. Dre gonna come out, he gonna do this, bang. So they did their little rehearsal. As he finished, Cube was still talking, and he says, all right, so before Dre comes out, this is when he looks at me. You gonna come and I'm like, oh, so he started explaining it. I don't say nothing. I'm like, damn, my phone in my pocket and everything. Now, fuck it, I put this motherfucker up. Like, you know, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, damn, all right. Then he turns around and he said, oh yeah, happy birthday, nigga. I said, man, if you don't stop, bro. I said, I damn near want to tear up right there, nigga. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I said, okay, I didn't know what they was doing. They was rehearsing. I'm like, okay, so they're like, yeah, everybody's smiling at me now. Like, this is for Coachella. You know what I mean? He brought his son out last week, so now he's gonna bring you out. I'm like, oh, what? We gonna do the whole thing, man. I didn't know Kendrick and Game was even a part of it, man. So Kendrick's there, Game's there. Oh man, I'm on the side. I got, you know, everything. Dre come out. I see, and then it tripped me out because I tell people all the time. I said, it's like, how does Dre feel? I said, you know what? I catch him all the time staring at me for a long time. And then, you know, a lot of people be like, you be fucking him up, E. And I'm like, man, how you like, you just be, man, you look like your daddy. And he just be going into a thought process, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, man. So it's always situations to where we always somewhere. So that was the last time. Time before that was his house for the movie premiere. The time way back when I was recording was always like me, him, and D.O.C. and a lot of people coming in. I think when Kendrick first came out and Nipsey first was coming out, man, I knew. And we were all they were all doing a show, and I got invited. And Dre was like, "Tell E to come to my room," and we was chilling. I know he did ask me because at that time me and Game was beefing, so he did ask me like, "Man, tell me what's going on with you and Game." So I'm like, "Well, nigga, you want to know personal shit? Well, tell me. Let's close this door, get this Tanqueray, come back here, let's talk about what you were doing. What was the problem you had back then with Pop? You feel what I'm saying? But it was cool, you know what I mean? I told him what it was, like, because he was funny, because he's like, Game finna come in here, man. Is it cool if I let him come in here eat? I'm like, man, Dre, if you don't stop. Game came in and we was cool at that time, man. It was just love. So a lot of the time